Uh, Microphone works. Might be working. Might be too low. A little bit like that, I think. Witcher. Okay. I need to remove as much as possible from the backside of the sculpt so that it's more slick. It's not as heavy as a full brick. Lucky I remembered to take tools out of the basement. It's time by the way. Damn, it's late. Wasted so much time today. Damn. Witcher. And the sleeping gato. Sleepy boy El Gato. I wasn't even supposed to stream this today. It's on this Sunday. But my muscles so sore. Can't walk. I think my favorite music from Divinity. Even going doesn't even work. Action, yeah. I'm so much shit in this clay, this reused clay. So much little pieces of burned styrofoam, a little bit of tin foil everywhere, little bits. The price of reusing clay, I guess. Should actually be working on the handwriting rather than trying to get this shape down perfectly. Grywasz może w gwinta. Fucking Gwent. What do people see in it? Hey, but Crafter, this looks great. What, the backside of the statue? Hello, impulsive creature. I'm doing alright. I wasn't supposed to stream, to be honest, today. But I woke up with such sore muscles after leg day yesterday. it can't pretty much stand, so anything other than, you know, streaming is not an option today. So welcome, guys. Hope you're having a good day. Yes. The backside of the statue, huh? So you like the backside. Shame it's a male statue. Old male's backside. But I guess you like it. Who am I to deny you? That's all right. Well, I got to profile this backside of the sculpt so that it uses less resin. A block would look worse also, like if it was a block in the backside. Mm. Ah, Chrono Trigger. I always feel like playing Chrono Trigger, but I remember this game too well. I wish it was remade, so I could play it in like a new way. Beautiful soundtrack too. How's everybody's day? Everybody watch Stranger Things already? First like 4 episodes of it. Watch them, and then now I need to find something else to watch. I wish for a good detective show. I need to find one. Yeah. This year I had the return of Dexter. That was fun. Would it be fun if they returned to The Mentalist? Mentalist was one of my favorite shows. Ended rather poorly, but oh well. Play Dragon Ball games. Never attempted Dragon Quest. There's Chrono Trigger. I should. Chrono Trigger is It's fine, and it holds up because of its graphics. So stylized and like, you know, like Dragon Ball. Graphics made by the Dragon Boy guy. Welcome to Dairy. I don't know, that show, like, I have little interest in it. Get it? But oh well, maybe I'll give it a watch. But I crave a detective show. Would be nice if they made some kind of good a good new in period Sherlock Holmes show. I'll be fine. I'd be happy with that. Was the story? Well, this is going to be a book, and so here it's going to be a book. Let me find some book. Gonna be like that. And holding up books for the client for this one. The character is the guy is Stanisław Lem. He's a Polish novel writer, science fiction, and quite famous around the world, especially in Japan. People in Japan like him a lot. He wrote science fiction novels century. Died 2004 something. I don't know. I still remember when I was young. I still remember like like him on being on TV some from time to time. And this is themed as one of his book, Solaris. Name of the book is not the name of the book. So the book is about an ocean planet. So these are supposed to be waves. Well, it's not really an ocean planet, but you have to read the book to learn what are the waves. Solaris. I did saw one thing that made me question this design recently. I saw like 2 days ago. I was doing on my I'm always trying to search for new interesting sculptures, and I searched for a wave pattern sculpture, and I found like really cool globe with waves inside. I'm so tempted to incorporate this into this sphere that he is supposed to be holding, but is this? And it looks awesome. And I'm thinking about changing it a little bit, mine to look more like that one. Hey, Amare, because I really like the Because I thought that I'm going to do this and then incorporate it into the swirl, into the wave. This ball and this hand. Oh. Because I want to cast this as a singular piece, and therefore things are gonna get lost in it a little bit. I can say that it's get lost. Never backing down from my city for my town. It sounds that soundtrack from Street Fighter, right? I haven't heard it in a while. I gotta start figuring out them. I gotta start figuring out presents for my nieces. On the road, I ain't never backing down. Whoa, 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 whoa. But I have no clue what to buy them yet. What can you buy for somebody who has everything? The age-old question. Hmm. They don't play snakes. My sister said not to buy them any. What else could I do? Of course, I won't harm them with a book because that's how I've been harmed my entire childhood. Every time I had a birthday or something, like the majority of everything, every present that I have were books. I know how hard it is for a kid, especially when you are a kid. Go to school, everybody is talking. What did your Santa get you? And it's like, I got a transformer. I got this new game. Yeah, but what did you get? A book. Us, greatest human John Paul II. Nope, but you're close. Heja tato Sila. Dziękuję. Cieszę się, że się podoba. Mam nadzieję, że będzie jeszcze lepiej. So, a counter. I mean, now people are asking just for it to be funny. In the beginning, I could see that you could make the mistake of saying, "No, is this the Pope? Is this the Polish Pope?" But now there's no chance. Oh, we What else could I buy my nieces this winter for this Christmas? What does every 10-year-old want? Maybe something with Michael Jackson. Like a huge, nice poster. Michael Jackson. One of my nieces loves Michael Jackson. What would to give the other then? Uh, mm, yeah, from the start, I was because I got a commission to with like sort of a free hand of making a Stanisław Lem bust, like a bookend themed like that. Well, I like Solaris. Well, it's one of the free books that I read of his. If you need me to answer in Polish as well, translate to Polish, tell me. I can answer in Polish as well. Jeżeli potrzebujesz, żeby po polsku jeszcze raz powiedział coś, to powiedz. So I've decided to theme it like Solaris. That's the most I think easy and interesting one to do as a bookend. Because I could do Invincible, I could do like a robe. There are a few other ways to do it. I could do a compilation. I could still add stuff that would make this because what I want to do is him holding a planet. The planet will be incorporated into this twist. It's like going to be, I'm gonna make it like starts the wave, like starts to drip the waves from it. That's what I want to do in the end. It's gonna take a while to do. But I could incorporate stuff like I was thinking about this not being a planet, instead being the like a that little monkey head that he has. This stuff. I could have him hold that in his hand. I was thinking about stuff like that. But Streamception. But it is difficult to make it all because if you start adding too many themes, too many distractions, it's going to be like even the wave pattern that I have now right now. It's a little too dense now. I have to separate it into larger streaks. It's like too many streaks here, like too many little ones. I need to carve them into a few bigger ones, like here. Instead, I'm gonna have to add the wave, the heads of the waves a little bit, like the way waves are actually behave. So there's quite a lot to do here. As I said, I need to incorporate it in such a way that the whole sculpt can be cast as one part, one piece. And this makes it, for example, I cannot have space there. So I'm gonna have to add here and there twists of clay to completely envelop this hand. It's difficult. But yeah, it is Solaris themed because I liked it that way. I envisioned it like that. Also, I need to make sure that I can reach some kind of level of depth there. The waves are going to be smaller and smaller, the tinier, because I want to create a little bit of impression that's there's depth to the sculpt. That's one of the last things that I'm gonna do. Where's my clay? I should work a little bit on the hand. It is important to have the whole back side nice and trimmed and but overall starting to work on the on the hand wouldn't be a bad idea. I also have to work on the other sculpts. Start molding, casting them. The ones behind, like for example this one, or Grzegorz Brown down there. Everything needs to be finished one day, and rather sooner. If anybody has any questions about the sculpt and would like to know about sculpting in general or sculpture, it's nothing special. It's not highly artistic, but my work was never highly artistic. One thing though, that Facebook has decided that I am a sculptor now. It's actually noticed it and started to bombard me with like promotional materials for sculpting competitions, which I know I will never win. The ones in Poland for like sculptures of weird stuff. I think I'm not even qualified to enter most of them. That in Poland, if you want to be sculptor, you have to be you have to have a degree sculpture. And most of the sculpting competitions I saw will always have a clause in it. Have to be a graduate of a art with an arts degree. they hate self-taught people in Poland when it comes to sculpting. I always believed it was a leftover from the Soviet era, where the control over the artist was important for the regime. Dum, dum, dum. I think I'm gonna have a little bit more close. So yeah, so it's or which wouldn't be too bad. Do, 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 do. Um, what is this? Oh, Theramist. I'm fine, other than being forced to sit here because I have such sore muscles. My quads are killing me. My quads and my ass. I am incapable of moving today. Most likely tomorrow is going to be the same. Walking around after leg day. Not easy. What kind of sculpture this is? The kind. It's a bookend. Mm, mhm. Cousin, let's go bowling. Yeah. 2000, what's 9? 2008 or 9? 4 came out. When you all played it. But, this music makes you wanna ride a horse. I keep hearing that they might be releasing some kind of secret Witcher 3 expansion before Witcher 4 comes out. But they still haven't said anything about it, like anything concrete about it. What would be cool? Right, where's the clay? Ow. Ow. Oh, this was used to be my favorite song from the Witcher soundtrack. I was so pissed I couldn't find it when The Witcher released and I played it. I couldn't find this piece of music anywhere. It wasn't on the soundtrack. Played it only in one part of it of the city of Novigrad. It was such a nice track. Well, it is. Like, doo-doo-doo. I'm getting closer and closer to being completely fully decided on sculpting Angela from the Rivals. I'm getting closer and closer to that decision of sculpting her for myself. At least like a sculpt that I will never mold, maybe. Dum, 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 dum. This was already playing. Mm. Damn, time does fly today. What the hell? Wygląda spoko. Nie no, zobaczymy jeszcze. Ona jeszcze będzie bardziej tak jakby wkręcona w tą kompozycję. I się ma czy nic. Ta też będzie. Tak. Tak jakby ręka będzie tak jakby bardziej wewnątrz tego twistu, no nie? I jakby tak z niego będą wychodzić te kulki, które będzie z tym planetą. Mam nadzieję, że się uda to tak fajnie zrobić. Pysk. Spokojnie, jeszcze ją poprawimy twarz, wszystko będzie dobrze. Jest taka fajna figurka. Znaczy, widziałem kilka takich śmiesznych figurek, ale jedna taka pamiętam stara. Takiego Troja. McDavid? Nie, kurwa, Troje. Taka, że Joker dostaje w mordę. Takie tylko po prostu twarz Jokera. Takim, tak jakby w mordę dostawał od Batmana. Taka fajna figurka. Troy McDavid? On się nazywa ten rzeźbiarz. Dawno jej nie widziałem. Dum, dum. Pam, pam, para, para. Kulki, tam jest wyżejpiony guy. Znaczy, jeszcze nie jestem pewien, czy nie zrobię mu tutaj wyrzeźbionych, bo tak jakby mu cisnę te kulki głębiej, a w ich miejsce narzeźbię mu soczewki, tęczówki i te. Bum. To może lepiej wyglądać. W stylu, w którym chcę tą figurkę, żeby wyglądała. Street Fighter. I guess I'm just a gust of wind. Moved on quickly. Hello, Czar. I don't do clay, but it looks beautiful. Seems you. Yes, I am. I am Polish. Polish. You should try doing clay. Maybe you're like me. Maybe you're gonna be good at clay. At this clay stuff. Dada didn't. Serbian. Thanks. Elika. I never been to Serbia. Out of all the Yugoslavia, I only been to Croatia. I always wanted to go to Romania. See all the nice castles. Kratos. That reminds me of a meme. Meme video from that game called Peak. That made me laugh. That like a game is all about climbing, and there's one guy who falls, and then you can hear him from the bottom of the mountain, like, Matt, you killed me. Like, great. With the echo, like he's really down there. And he is coming for revenge. I need to find a video. It's this. Just love this. Matt, you did this to me is awesome. It's almost as good as a captain. Look. Actually, artist, silver paint, art. Can you show some of your stuff that you love to see? And gym is very important for a sculptor. You can't sculpt well if you aren't well sculpted yourself. That is the truth. Sachuanda. Egg addict. Shit, I forgot about your message. But I do have you in mind. And you can put it on Discord if you want. If you have a link here, you can put it here. But on my Discord, there is also your art category where you can post pictures if you have them like that. But links are allowed on the chat on Twitch as well. I'm doing alright. I'm just a little sore. I've been to the gym yesterday. It was a leg day. And it killed me. You don't need permits on this channel. My channel is freedom when it comes to links. It's a libertarian channel. I believe in freedom of speech. My bones. So I'm kind of stuck. I wasn't even supposed to stream today. I was supposed to do other work, but since I cannot just I just cannot stand. So sadly, I am forced to do this. I am forced to hang out with you guys. With you lot. All right, I'll check it out in a second. The storm inside me. Can I turn off? This game's always one of my favorites. And great soundtrack to boot. Robert Holmes. I just wish more games, more adventure games would happen. One's written by Joe. The Kirk bust was supposed to work on it, like off stream a little bit. It is what it is. Not finished, and it's not too far behind. Looks exactly. I haven't worked on it in 2 weeks. I need to clean it up pretty much. Make a little bit of changes. Let's see. What did you post? Hey, pretty nice paintings. Those are digital or traditional? Kind of look digital. Hello, Niram. I could also throw in a selfie. Why not? The last selfie is mine from the hospital, so. I hate how plastic digital look. I do not enjoy the. I call it sterile when it comes to sculpting. Like most digital sculpts, to me, they look sterile. You do not have any tool marks, anything. Some people try to mimic it, but it's visible. It's too clean, basically. Did I say hello, Niram? Hello, hello. Where's my tea? Oh. It doesn't have a song. It does. It's just the style. It's digital. It's not that digital is bad. Digital art, it's fine. It's still art. It's still people. It's easier than traditional in some cases, more difficult in some. And you still have to create it. Like soulless is only when it comes to AI. AI is soulless. But digitally, sort of like somebody has to still do it. Somebody has to sculpt it, so paint it or something. Even though it's in a computer, not on a canvas or in clay. Blech. Burnt hair. As well. Why ZBrush? And not Blender as well. I'm a perfectionist. Something perfect that they look imperfect. Yeah, it's sort of like that for me as well. There is truth to that, but yeah, find them sterile, too clean, edges too perfect, too. But in just the same way, a traditional sculptor who's not really good, you'll see all of those nice tool marks, but the sculpt is going to be shit. And there's so many shitty sculptors. Or mediocre ones, even. Whose works, I would prefer digital works to theirs. Because those are just dun, 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 dun. Throw in a selfie. We'll judge you in a second. Dude. It's gonna be like, bro, you ugly. That's an ugly mother. Where did I hear that? Like some kind of vine back in the day. Uh, some public sculptures. Yes, the public sculptures is a pet peeve of mine a lot of times. I don't know how I need to infiltrate the the some way. I need to infiltrate the town hall structures and learn how do bad sculptures get made. Although to be honest, I am far more um, given that I do sculpting right now, I am far more judgmental when it comes to skills of some people. Now that I do sculpting myself, something that I would not do before. But well, sculpting made me a dick. Uh, this. Hmm. 100 milliliters of denaturated alcohol gives me enough flame for 2 streams. A few hours, like 6-8 hours, I say. But I put it on and put it out often, so sometimes don't have it on all the time. But it is efficient. I have a big gallon jug of denaturated alcohol. Anybody else gonna be adding some selfies? Bro, you don't have black hair like me. You're very handsome though. Hey, Pokacatch, no longer like Trump. What do you mean no longer like Trump? I have Trump. It was never like Trump. That's sculpt. This was always John Paul II. And yeah, this is far. Some say the last good Civilization game, although I do prefer Civ 5. The only thing that I don't like about Civ 5 compared to Civ 4 is sailing. That units just have ability to embark on their own. You don't have to build the fleet, which was always one of my favorite things to do. That aspect of balance always bugged me. Speaking of Swahili, I open up Tinder account, my Tinder account, and see I have a message. Thanks. From a girl from Uganda. Uganda? Swahili. Nairobi. What am I saying? The 5 style maps of fictional countries. That's interesting. Like scenarios for civilization. Some of them would be interesting, like historical scenarios. And yeah, that song is really good. Baba Yetu. You know, I was saved today by I don't know, a Holy Spirit or something. Because today I opened up League of Legends. And I wanted to play a game of League of Legends. I genuinely opened with intent to play. But then the Holy Spirit has saved me. And the update has failed. And it corrupted files, and I cannot play League of Legends. Divine intervention. It is merciful. But I genuinely opened League of Legends. I logged in. I thought one round of League of Legends. I want it, nothing bad will happen. And then saved. I need to remake. I need to go to the music store and buy some guitar strings because I'm running out. I need to make more of these tools. More guitar string tools. This item. Ubisoft, Ubisoft. When will you finally bankrupt? Self-development thing, created fiction country, that is basically my personality, so everything happens to me emotionally, I can translate on big scale. But how does that work? Like, I mean, you force yourself like that? Like, I thought that you would just create a game like that with preset stuff and then try to fight your way out of these situations you put yourself in. Like, instead of adding more, like, base your life more of on a game than the game on your life. That way you have more control. Tito, president of Yugoslavia. I never saw him like that. Like, I mean, a portrait of him. But it is Stanisław Lem, a writer, a Polish writer. Still gonna work a lot on the face. It is going to be changed. Like right now, I'm gonna give him a little bit more of a subtle expression. Right now, he's sculpted in kind of neutral expression. Yugoslavia. Dun, 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 dun. To have Beyond Good and Evil 2. One day, starting to think that one day I'm just gonna be dying. And they're gonna announce, oh, boy, Beyond Good and Evil 2 is coming out next summer. I'll be dead in spring. Doom, 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 doom. Gear shape, meaning, color, daily light gives you information. Ah, like that. I thought you were like creating imaginary scenarios like that in game. Well, I hope you enter your golden age. Your civilization will enter its golden age. At least. Well, what do I want to say? Unless it's going to be at the cost of my civilization. Then no. Then prepare to be conquered. I always go for the conquest victory. I would like to play it when I played Civilization and I wanted to conquer the world. I always kept some of the conquered civilizations as pets because I felt like, oh, I'm so sad they're never gonna come back to the game. And I remember entering into like a relationship, a pet like relationship with Genghis Khan one game where I would keep him like with one little city with his one bator. And he would constantly rebel against me and I would have to put him down. But then and whenever somebody would attack him, I would attack my trusty dog, Genghis Khan. I even had to 2 times like recapture his towns when he was conquered and then free him and he reemerges into the game. I love that shit. One of my favorite games of Civilization I ever had. Just cannot get into the new Civilization at all. Like my music choice? Ah! It's just my game music jukebox playlist. Some Witcher, some Gothic, some Civilization. It's video game music. Nothing special. Who doesn't like Witcher music? Well, video game music in general is great. A lot of video games have. I just wonder and I hope that for the Witcher remake, for example, they won't do like a mistake and use the Witcher 3 composer and band and all that. That they are going to bring back Adam Skorupa and him making that's the music. That was one of the things that I disliked. Well, music in Witcher 3 is good, but I disliked that they sacked him. that they went there with a different composer, different style. I prefer the music style of the original Witcher, of the first Witcher, and second Witcher as well. To the Witcher 2. Witcher 2 and 1 and 2. It's, in my opinion, better than Witcher 3. And hello, Super Saiyan Trunks. I read this name and I want to listen to that Trunks theme. That's the one that's called like Hikaru no Power. The one that I always had in my mind because I was playing Mugen a lot as a kid, and this was the main theme. But I listen on my stream to all kinds of crap. Sometimes it's disco, sometimes it's rock, sometimes it's nightcore. Playing League of Legends and listening to nightcore, best stuff. And from time to time, I remember Braid as a game. I wonder how it like holds up. All easy. Quite popular. Time when a lot of people were talking about it. Not too many, but I don't see it on too many people's like remember like greatest games list. Games to remember. A lot of people have forgotten about it. And it is quite fun. Fun puzzle game. Early 2000 trashy white girl music. Oh, I listen to that all the time too. Britney, bitch. Mm-hmm. Need to figure out what I'm gonna eat. Because I do have some food, but it's gonna require. I wanted to make myself a carrot cake, but do I have the necessary the constitution to stand in the kitchen for a while? Might be hard. Yeah, I need to throw out the trash. That's a trip I might not return from. I dislike old people pretty much. That's there's so little people that I like, but I am antisocial, always have been. Do 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 do. No, wait, come back. People are dumb and boring. Well, I am do boring when I'm streaming sculpting. I'm a little bit more fun when I'm streaming games and I'm drunk. Then you can say I'm quite a funny guy. Well, at least I like myself better drunk when I'm sober. The camera turns itself off. I should. There's so much stuff to do. I need to start scheduling things because I need to do a lot of molding casting. Now I have a few sculptures and heads to mold and cast. I'm kind of dreading it because that's dirty. And I have some stuff to paint. Man, I wish my cat could do some of the stuff that I don't want to do. I trained him poorly. Gato doesn't do squat. Not earning his upkeep. Ah, Marcuria. Oh, this is Casablanca. Psychology and therapy. That's interesting. I'd probably start strangling people if I had to talk about somebody else's like problems. And definitely start stabbing. I'm not the kind of person to talk feelings about. I'm like more of a person that's like get your shit together, man up kind of guy. Would it be fun if I sculpted this planet, made like planets with little craters and stuff? Look like a planet, like a moon, something, and make it light up from the inside. Like those little, there are moon lamps where you have a moon plastic globe and there's light inside and it lights up and looks like actually moon. Quite a good. It gives up got out a quite a good illusion. Mm, night lamp like that. Yeah, giving comforts. Uh-huh. As I said, I have almost zero empathy towards people, towards animals. I have plus 2,000 empathy. That is the volunteering that I did. So I did volunteering and I stopped doing it like a year ago. Um, at shelters, animal shelters. I do still walk around and whenever I find a stray cat, dog, I feed them. But I don't do much volunteering anymore. That made it. No, nothing made me. I just never was quite interested in people. I need something to listen to while I work. Nothing interesting. I wish I could be. Why? Hey, video. Oh, kurwa. I need to remove that sound effect until I fix it. No, it is not the pulp. Nice fucking model. It's just so quiet that alert. I don't know why. That one. I just cannot make it louder. They feel allergic to. Not good, I don't know if it's selfish. As I said, I have almost zero empathy to people. Like, I will never feel what you feel. I will never feel too much compassion to people, stuff like that. But I have this dialed up to the max when it comes to animal. I just like animal suffering just completely dismantles me. If I could perceive it, if I see it, if I have hold a, for example, if I held a dying cat, I'd be crying and all that, right? And I did a lot of that when I was doing volunteering. I could never be a vet, for example. I wanted to be as a kid a vet, but I just understood at some point when I went to the college. I got into veterinary school, but I never went because I understood that I would not. I am not even capable of like hurting animals to help it. Like, and so big. But on the other hand, I would be like a cartoon doctor for humans if I was like a human screaming pain chair. I would just knock him out like that with a mallet, with a cartoon mallet, and be happy like that. Nothing would. It wouldn't phase me at all. Hey, Araucus. And I can be also insanely cruel when it comes to people. Like if somebody crosses me, I almost never forgive. Also, that's another thing about me. It's hard to get on my bad side, but once you're there, I never forgive. Almost never. The same way I never unban people. I never unbanned anybody on my channel. 10 years of streams and I never unbanned anybody. and give them proper burial. That I wouldn't do because that's dangerous. That's something you shouldn't do. You should call the correct services. But I understand, like, giving a pet a burial. I did that for my parrots, for example. When my first parrot died, I had two parrots. When the first died, I've buried her in a field that I liked, and I planted a tree there to just remember where that place was, because I expected that the other will soon follow because those parrots were always together. And I read that when one parrot dies, the other is not long. It's doesn't have long. But that parrot lived for another 8 years. 8? 6 years. And then I buried them together. Found out that place, that tree is pretty big now. It's like a place where because I Christmas tree whenever I buy Christmas trees, I buy them in buckets, so they have roots there. They don't have the entirety of their roots, but they have some roots enough to live. And I buy small, like 50 centimeters tops Christmas trees, like small ones. So when Christmas is done, I just walk out to a place where I know, and I just plant that another one of those Christmas trees, and I have there's a little patch of like 6, 7 Christmas trees right now. Only one have died, like it's completely dry. There. My little Christmas tree planting ground. I was thinking about getting them out. Reusing them for next Christmas, but the place I'm planting, it's somebody's property pretty much. And if they would find me, I don't know if they would understand my if they caught me stealing tree. There are other trees there also. I don't think they would understand what I did. I was tempted to see if the neighborhood association, like the sort of like an homeowner association in here in Poland, for this neighborhood, would be open to having around here town a place like that where people just could bury their Christmas tree, like if they have them like that, like bury them, like if they have a actual functional Christmas tree that has roots, that they could plant it and take reuse it. But too many concerns about stealing and stuff. Who would know whose tree is whose? Forgive me for letting you down again. Samrost. Bum bum bum. Samrost. Actually, Samrost reminds me. I haven't checked what's free on what free games are on Epic Games today. Sometimes they do give good games like Samrost for example. Dun, dun, dun. Let's see. Epic Games. Dark Side Universe for sale. No. Sometimes they give nice adventure games. Other one. That other one. We'll see. I don't want Doom. What could I listen to? This is right. Hmm. No, camera. It's gonna be hard to make this look exactly how I want it. And it's time. Propaganda. Propaganda. Just a bit. Just. Commandos. That's one of the perfect soundtracks. The best soundtracks. So underrated too. I wonder what's the new God of War is going to be about. Something fun, I hope. I would be the best would be if they went they went into Aztec. No, Ragnarok was disappointing. Very disappointing. Abby, going to lurk. All right, I'll allow it, but only for a while. Then you have to go. Is that a ball? Yeah, that's a ping pong ball. It's going to be in the end. It's a placeholder for now, but it's going to be a planet, hopefully. I'm gonna sculpt it like a little planet. All right, thanks for lurking. Hej, badass. Dziękuję. Ciekawy projekt. Taki tam bookendzik, no nie? Na książki. Będzie do podpierania książek. Uh, ah, the puzzle with the snakes. And so many hours on that one. When I was playing Atlantis free for the first time as a kid. At least the music was great. Rest of the base is gonna be a bitch. Au, au, au. O kurwa. My leg. Mm. Oh, thing. Ba, 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 da, da. Ah, sleepy gato. List. Jacques Orlando. Where is the ball? Oh, Adelaide. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Do I hear Conan? Good soundtrack, but the intro is too long. From grant me revenge. And if you do not, then to hell with you. Camera up. Ah, sorry. Didn't notice. Or I did, and I'm just jesting you. If the class is paying attention. Got some Venetian carnival mask. when I was there in October. Where in October? Did I miss any messages? They did some mass for the chat. Ah, in Venice. Okay, I didn't read it right. White shot. Now I want to listen to the music. To the chant music. I think I have it on one playlist, but not on this one. start thinking about food. Watching me. Tenet. Hello. Thank you. Welcome. Thanks for the raid. And playing Dispatch. Dispatch. I finally need to play it myself as well. One day I'll find some time. Get raid and run. All right, I understand, because I'm going to do the same thing in like 15 minutes, because I'm starting to get hungry, and when Mankej is hungry, Renze. I miss sculpting stuff from League of Legends. Although I do think I'm gonna sculpt that Angela after all. Needs like make it make that hand needs to be like disappearing into the swirl nicely. Nice to make some change. Well, not changes, but no. Yuck. Ping pong ball. Mm-hmm. You to be giving my surname one. No, I have not taken anything. I like Kadict, a viewer from here wants me to sculpt Kazakhs for him. I'll start that, I think, around there at least. And the head one's going to be finished. And I have to sculpt that ghost, but that should take like no more than a few days. Ghost is pretty. Yes, I did that, but the one is a skin. I'd be glad to sell the one that I have. Like I have still 2 copies. Need to put them up on Etsy. That one, however, was when I was for myself. Would be good. Oh, I need to figure out how to stream. Oh, I need to figure. Well, seriously, hours in. trying to sleep less. Have to happen. Might have to start drinking coffee. A game, Brador. Never played any like as a kid. I played some kind of steel, but I remember when I was younger, I saw like a Mac game that had a whole console. Like somebody had like a picture in a newspaper in the video game newspaper or something. That there was a guy who had like a Mac game and he had like this whole setup, like a console built with ranks and instead of playing on the keyboard, he played like that. That was cool. Mm. Well, let's see if you when you started to talk about the mechs completely. Steel Battalion, yeah. That was a game that the only mech game I ever played. It's well because it is quite niche, something like that. There's not a lot of potential buyers of something like that. You know, you're taking a huge risk. Yes. I don't know why. Like speaking of that, like games that are quite games that are quite risky. I don't know why more games nowadays don't advertise themselves as anti-woke, like blatantly anti-woke. Because I think that's a gold mine. Like if you people buy that kind of game just to show approval for the change of the course, like cultural course, no matter what it was, and it would be on all news because everybody would start to bash it, all the Kotakus and all of the media sources start to bash it, and then people just buy it. money to pay out millions of dollars. Yeah, that kind of like that. Also, I don't understand in games, like game industry, but I think we are going to enter with AI, and pretty much games is going to be much easier to make. More and more small studios are going to make games instead of big companies. Because AI is going to enhance it so much. Oh. Like any substance. That kind of movie. No, movies. I think it's also different with the movies than in video games, but that's those small ones. They are underinvested too. This is fine. It's time to end the stream for now. I think I'll come back later because I do still feel like working a little bit. But I do need to get some food for me and the free boy. The disgusting farty boy. The red-headed menace. Any questions before I end for tonight? Well, for now. I might come back later. I might not, but I will try. With big titty ladies. Yeah, that I never understand. Where there's those have the that memes recently I saw with like made with gamers in mind, made for activists, like where they have the boob lady with big boobs, an anime face, and then you have the realistic one made for the activists. That I think is bullshit, but I am very much anti woke. But this is too much extreme. Anyway, can I raid? Anybody sculpting? I'm glad you this up. All right. See if thanks for watching tonight. I'll try to be later, be up later, but I might not be later. We'll see. And most likely, if I'm not later, I'm gonna work on finishing the base for. But we'll see. I don't have anything to watch right now, and I do not have anywhere to go. because my legs hurt like crazy because of the leg day in the gym. I can't go anywhere. I'm not even gonna go for a walk. But oh well. It pisses me off sitting around at home, like without being able to move. So thanks for watching and have a great day. Have a great night. See you around next stream. Where tonight in 2 hours or tomorrow. Bye.